What's going on, everybody? My name is Monatui, coach of the Tampa Bay Luxrays, and today we are going into our final match of the PPL Division 2 against Travesty. Please check out his channel, and his Twitter will be in the description below. He is a very good battler. Like I said, my team builder, everything we have been working for this entire season is riding on this match. If we win, then we are in third place, and we play Ryquin for a chance to get into D1. If we lose, we have no chance of promotion, and Trav instead will retain third place. So, also I'd like to apologize for this match being late. I was kind of busy with school and then Thanksgiving. We're a couple days late, but that's not a super huge deal. I did want to get this match up for you guys because it was a very, very good match. We have our Manaphy, Aerodactyl, Togetic, Heliolisk, Uxie, and Excadrill. I'm not going to go into huge detail about the team because I do have a team builder dedicated to that. And then on his side, he has a Darmanitan, which I'm thinking of Choice Scarf. That way I can outspeed my Mega Aerodactyl, outspeed my Excadrill. He has Goodra, which is likely going to take on my Manaphy. He's got the Cobalion, the Mega Sableye, the Togekiss, and the Nidoqueen. He has a very good team. I'm pretty afraid of that Cobalion, but again, because he did not bring he didn't bring Celebi, so I'm thinking I can just kind of set up the sand and then do my thing. Of course, I do need Sableye weakened a little bit. I have to make sure things are not running Shucaberry like the Cobalion or the Nidoqueen. But yeah, it's looking like Excadrill puts in a lot of work. Manaphy is also a pretty big threat to his team. Nothing really deals with it super well, other than the Goodra, which can take +3 Ice Beam relatively well, because Goodra has very good special defense. But without further ado, we are going to get into the match. Now, before we do that, actually, I'm going to apologize again. Showdown's replay system was kind of messed up, so like it wasn't active, so I couldn't save the replay. So I just had to save the in-battle replay, meaning it's going to be kind of fast. It's going to be a little bit laggy. So I will pause it at times that I feel appropriate. Again, this is the last match, so I do want to go in depth and just give you guys the best perspective of the match I can. So without further ado, here's the battle. I feel like Manaphy is my best lead against his team because Darmanitan is a relatively good lead. Anything else that happens, also this goes away in a moment, anything else he leads with I deal with. He's going to go into the Goodra. I just clicked Scald, as he reveals to be Leftovers, so that's pretty good to know. Do not get the burn, that's totally fine. Excellent nickname, by the way. Here he's going to try and Dragon Tail me out in case I decided to go for the Tail Glow. Here he is going to switch out into his Nidoqueen. Here's where it gets laggy. But he's going to go out into his Nidoqueen as I get off the nice slow Baton Pass, and I can go right back out into my Manaphy, and this is where I decide to go for the Tail Glow. I know he's not going to stay in. If he does, I can take a Life Orb Thunderbolt. So he is going to go back out into his Goodra, and I get off a hefty amount of damage with this Ice Beam. That does about 60%, as he is able to Dragon Tail me out into my Heliolisk. Not the thing I wanted to see. Pretty much anything else would have been better, but I'm going to go back out into my Cupid as he reveals the rest. He may have been wanting to... Obviously, he wants recovery from my Manaphy. He may have been trying to take advantage of a Hydration Manaphy. But here I am going to go for the Baton Pass, and right here is a pretty key point in the battle. Like I said in my team builder, I have sub on this thing because it can take any hit from this Togetic, bar a Dazzling Gleam, and it will not break the sub. Maybe an Aura Sphere, but here I am going to go for the substitute. He knows he can live a Stone Edge, so he's going to try and paralyze me, but he cannot from behind the sub. And now he doesn't want to switch anything in on a Stone Edge. His Sableye has not Mega Evolved yet, doesn't want to take it. And surprisingly to me, an Aura Sphere does not break my sub, so I'm going to be able to knock out this Togekiss, and I'm still behind his sub, so this is really good for me. Here he's going to go for the U-turn on Darmanitan. I probably should have double subbed here, but I realized he would just be able to go out into probably his Sableye. Here he goes out in his Nidoqueen, takes a lot of damage from an Earthquake, and then I go for the Aerial Ace. Crits the Sableye, which is unfortunate, but he will be able to recover off the damage, so it's not a super big deal. Here I do go out into my Togetic, and I am going to go for the Baton Pass. Unfortunately, I win the Speed Tie, which is kind of funny, but I do win the Speed Tie, as he knocks off my Leftovers here. And at this point, he doesn't really have anything that can deal with this Manaphy other than his own Sableye. He burns me, which is totally fine. I should have clicked Scald here, knowing he wouldn't go into Goodra, but in case he did, I wanted to get a lot of damage off on that. Plus I figured that Sableye is going to get very weakened anyway, and I will be able to knock out the Sableye there. Now at this point, I'm thinking this is great. I can win the game with my Sandrush Excadrill. So here I go out into my Uxie. He goes for the Flare Blitz, as I actually decided to go for the U-turn. I could have gone for the Sandstorm, but I didn't think it was the appropriate time. Here he's going to go out and do his Nidoqueen, stacking it off to the Aerial Ace from my Mega Aerodactyl. So Nidoqueen goes down, and now he goes out into Darmanitan. I just go into my Togetic. It's not looking super useful. It doesn't really do much versus his team, but because he is locked into Rock Slide, and I know this, I'm just going to go out and my Excadrill takes minimal damage, and here I can just click EQ and kill something. Except for this part. This is a huge part in the battle. I did not anticipate Air Balloon Cobalion. I expected maybe Shuka Berry. I expected maybe Offensive Life Orb. I even expected potentially a Rock Polish set or a Scarf set. I did not see Air Balloon coming. This is excellent preparation on his part because without this Air Balloon being popped, my Excadrill cannot touch it. So here, oh I apologize, here he is going to go out into his Darmanitan, predicting my Togetic, very good play on his part, and he is just going to knock it out with the Flare Blitz. Here I'm going to go out into my Mega Aerodactyl knowing I can take a hit, and he's going to go out into his Goodra, basically just stacking it off. I'm going to be able to hit it with the Aerial Ace and then knock it out with the Stone Edge on the turn afterwards. Still looking pretty good for me. He still has this thing, but I can break its Air Balloon, set up the Sand, and then win with my Excadrill. The crit doesn't matter all that much. I do apologize for the noise in the background. In fact, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Just had to set myself to Do Not Disturb. Anyway, I break his Air Balloon with the Aerial Ace, get the crit. Doesn't really matter too much, because at this point, I can just sack off my Aerodactyl, go into my Uxie, set up the Sand, and then click EQ on both of these things. The Air Balloon is broken, the Darmanitan will go down. But this is where he reveals Rock Polish. And this is game over. My Uxie cannot touch this thing. If I had T-Wave or if I had Yawn, I would have been able to win. And the thing that kicks me in the face, kinda, is I originally had Yawn on this Uxie, but I decided to take it off for, I believe, Toxic, because I wanted to Toxic the Mega Sableye, which wasn't even that big of an issue in the end. So this is just, I'm just sending in my Monsodai, hoping maybe a Scarf List will outspeed it. It does not. Excadrill on the Sand does not outspeed it, and Cobalion is just going to sweep the rest of my team. If I had Yawn on my Uxie, I would have been able to win. I would have Yawned the Cobalion, and then I would have U-turned out into my Excadrill as he fell asleep, and that would have been a good game. But Trav, the Balloon Rock Polish set was absolutely perfect. If he did not have Air Balloon, I would have won right there. Even if he was Rock Polish, he could not have switched it into my Excadrill, really. So that was excellent preparation on Trav's part. So, although I am a little bit upset that we have to spend another season in D2, I can't be mad at Trav at all. He prepped and played excellently, and this is still a really fun thing to do. I'm really happy that I am able to come back to the PPL in the next season, and I really do look forward to it. I already got my draft plan sorted. I know what I want to use in the next season and everything. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for keeping up during the whole season. Thank you for supporting the Tampa Bay Luxrays, and I hope you guys are rooting for us next season, because next season we're going to come back even stronger. I am going to have a video kind of recapping the season in total, but for now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Whatever videos I decide to do, may do a couple Showdown Lives, we'll see. But have a nice day, everyone, and I'm recording this the day after Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and have a nice day. Like I said, check out Trav, great battler, great guy. Goodbye.